third dimension, fourth dimension, fifth dimension. Where are we at? We're actually going from the third dimension, going into the fourth dimension. So from the Pisces to the Aquarius, before we can get to the fifth dimension, we have to pass through the fourth dimension right now, which is the astral plane. So I've pulled a card, which a lot of people may not know about, which is called the Sacred Pipe. Now, in the background, there's a lot of smoke. And all those smoke is a lot of the prayers from everyone, from every tribe, from all different places. And in those prayers, many people are speaking about different wishes. And over the eons of time, we've all wished for different things. So we're now going through the turbulence of, I'm calling it, the cosmic toxic wash, because with all that smoke and thought vibration in the atmosphere, there is a big swirling of different intentions. So back in the day, they would use the sacred peace pipe, and the white buffalo calf woman prophecies was to bring this pipe to the people so that they could put their prayers inside this pipe and smoke it. And it didn't mean drugs or marijuana. It was sacred herbs and done in a medicine circle with the elders. And in the ceremony of the sacred pipe, it was for the group of people in that circle, bringing their intentions to the tribe and their prayers. So when it was smoked in the circle, the group would listen to other people's prayers for the tribe and wishes and hopes for the land. And then as a group, they would try and find a way to make it work for their own personal tribe and the tribe around them, including the land, with Great Spirit's guidance. So a lot of this has been misconstrued and confused, I guess, through the times. And so wishes and prayers change over time. So what's good for one man may not be good for another, and then there can be a clash of where the tribe will be led to. So at this junction of where we are, to be in a third dimension has to exist in a fourth dimension, and a fourth dimension has to exist in a fifth, and etc. And no one's going to tell how many dimensions there are, because they're all sort of within yourself. And every time you unpack a layer within yourself will bring up other unresolved issues within you to the surface and trigger the vibrations of people around you who have similar triggers or dormant feelings and emotions that need to be brought up to the surface. And so people reacting to these can also stir up another frequency. So we're just going through a cosmic wash, and it's toxic right now, and our representations in the planet is the pandemic and whatever's going on there as a reflection to let us know that is coming up, and our mouths are closed with these masks. So we're learning to sort of listen to other people as well and consider different ways of going about life as a group. We are in the human race. There's all spiritual, cosmic conversations, because we already are from the stars. That's why I'm using the blue stars in this video. And we are all different matter, as a matter of fact. So the sacred peace pipe was used as a meditation, and our intentions, that's all the smoke and mirrors as well, because the ulterior motives can confuse, and we have to find a way to stop judging even the ulterior motives of another being and bringing them back to love and putting love and integrity back into our pipes and smoking them as a group to send out that new prayer, that new smoke, that new mist into the atmosphere so we can start breathing clearer air. And for us to do that, we have to sift out all different ways of being as a group and as a collective. So yes, we are in the fourth, going into that fourth dimension, which took place at the super full moon. And that's the astral realm. And in the astral realm is where you dream. It's where nightmares are. It's where thoughts are. Too many thoughts, too many wishes, too many ambitions. It's the path of the ambitious man. And that just leads to lots of frustration because we tend not to meet a lot of desires because a lot of them do not need to be fulfilled and aren't here for evolution because they'll be temporary, because the moment you sort of fulfill one desire, you start craving another one because it doesn't fulfill you. It's temporary. It's like the passing wind. But we need to have them too to start striving and achieving better for ourselves and learning to be calm within life, in being human, in the simplicity of the general being. And I found today some mundane tasks. Oh, now I know why monks do mundane tasks, and it's quite grounding. And it stops thinking, because you're like gardening or cleaning or making something or painting something, and then you're thinking about the next colour or the paintbrush, or we picking up the brush and shovel. And these simple things just, they lead to the next thing and then the next thing, and it starts flowing, and then you're in the flow, and then you're listening to nature and you're listening to how you're feeling, and everything has its own story. So then I found some creativity ideas. I even had this conversation for this video, which is not even coming out at all from the way I channeled it earlier, but it led me to the calm resolve of finding these blue star lights, which is fantastic for this one video because they would then now go in the hallway. But I'm using it for this purpose so each video can be unique. And I went and spent some time with family, and we all have similar intentions and different lifestyles. And as a group today, the vibrations of each unique energy and all of our wisdoms came together quite serendipitously. And I made a little video of it too. And we sent out new prayers and new thoughts because we all put our beliefs and our hopes into this sacred peace pipe as a group. And from the experience of it, that also told us information. So we all evolved, and we're all looking at each other because we all have different records of cooking. And so then it started merging. What about this? And what about that? And why using that? And it came together quite beautifully. And it's like a great meal now. So that's like this new vibration. And even from that, because different records in each of us has been not altered or changed, but added to or refined, it's going to trigger some new recipes and new thoughts and new healings and rewire some programs of certain different cooking skills. This is just one example. And then next week we'll come back together and recommunicate these insights that we gain from this experience. And then a menu will be created. And so as a group, as a tribe, we're starting to formulate a way to dance together. So just through this cosmic toxic wash, we'll call it, just wash and know that you just need to have the rinse cycle and you have to add more things. But the dirty water is not a bad thing because, you know, plants still can drink from the grey water. Does that make sense? So Mother Earth has a great way to help us. So we need to listen to her more, and she is you, you are her. We are coming into the divine feminine, and that's why there's such an aggression of the male patriarchal energy, which is the fight and fright and flight and fear. And we're coming into the more divine goddess grace and within man as well, which is the humbleness and the forgiveness and the nurture and the caregiving and the surrender. And so our male parts of each of ourselves, including inside females, will fight, and that ego will fight for its place. So just be aware of it and be gentle with yourself every day. Now, I also actually own a sacred peace pipe for real, because you just get given things on the path. I've never smoked from it because to me it's just for ceremony. It's quite interesting. And I didn't know what to put in it for this video, so I'm just going to put it on the beautiful meditating monk's hands. But what I did find that could fit in it is a marble, which is interesting. So a marble fits in it. It's a beautiful colour. I had another marble, and then some people say, oh, you know, there we are, you've lost your marbles. And all I would like to say to that, and use that old quote, is, well, put that in your pipe and smoke it.